Hello everyone, and welcome to Marathon Recon, a mile-by-mile preview of the LA Marathon. I'm Martise Moore, your Run Faster coach, and today we're running mile 24, as you can see. And I have the pleasure of San Vicente on mile 24. So it's actually still downhill at this point, so we're running home towards the finish line. So this is going to be a happy mile for you. It's really peaceful around here and beautiful to look at as well. But we're running downhill, and Dede is actually not running the LA Marathon this year, but she's planning to run it next year. So could you tell us why you want to run the LA Marathon?
Well, I belong to a fitness team called Moms in Motion, and I've been with them for 9 years. And we send runners to the LA Marathon. This year we have 6. I'm going to be on the support team for them, which I think is just as important as running.
Sure.
We station ourselves along the route. I am at mile 18 with about 5 or 6 of my teammates.
Okay.
We're bringing what our team needs, which includes water, Gatorade, Glide, sunscreen.
Oh, that Glide's going to be important.
Each of the girls also has a special needs bag, which, you know, like maybe they want, like one girl wanted a Coke at mile 18.
Oh, nice. So you
wanted Oreo cookies.
Oh, very nice.
Whatever, or maybe a special ointment, or maybe a medication or something like that. So we have special needs bags for each of our runners.
That's awesome. Give us hearts for that. Tap your screen. So tell us about Moms in Motion. What exactly do you guys do?
So it's a women's fitness group that was started by somebody in Santa Barbara. She was actually the sister of our head mim. And it's women, not all with children. Some of us don't have children, some of us do. And we run, we cycle, we swim, and we try to stay in shape, kind of for the rest of our lives type of program. So it becomes a very social event too. I joined when my children went off to college. I had never been a runner. I ran in my 20s but then stopped. Went back at 50. I was the slowest runner on the team. But because of our coach and the girls that I fell in love with, I kept running with them.
Oh, nice.
And I've enjoyed it for social reasons.
For sure.
And also for a fitness level, I feel like I'm in the best shape I've ever been.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So how often do you run with them?
We meet one day on a weekend, and during the week, sometimes we get together depending on our work schedules and kids' schedule.
And the location you're in is?
There is Moms in Motion throughout the United States. I'm in the Westlake Village part in Ventura County.
Cool. So do you have a story about any of the runners that are going to run on Sunday from your group? Like, have any of them, you know, is it their first time, or?
A couple of them, it's their first marathon. A couple of them have run marathons before. My one good friend ran it last year, and because of the heat, she was a little disappointed with her time, so she wanted to beat her time. Now it's hot again.
I know.
I'm like, what is this?
I know.
And I thought they'd have rain moving it to February, but I guess
not.
So we have popsicle, we have otter pops for the team.
Oh, nice.
And we have ice bandanas.
Oh, wonderful. Well, hey, you guys need to check out their tent, because they're going to have all kind of cool stuff. Mile 18? So sounds like you guys have a party over there. That's going to be pretty cool. I may have to stop by. So, well, why do you want to run it next year, though? Because you've never run it before. I know you've run a marathon before.
I've grown up in LA. My husband is running this year. It will be his second LA marathon. And 2 in the family to train for a marathon became a little bit too much with family life and everything. So he is running this year, and I told him I have a special birthday next year, and I would like to do it next year. So,
awesome. So you take turns running the LA Marathon.
Right. So for me, it takes about 5 or 6 months of training just because of my schedule.
Sure.
And it requires for me to not get injured, cross training, and I do cross train on a road bike, and I do yoga, and lots of stretching, lots of rolling, foam rolling to stay in shape. So it's a 5 to 6 month process. I think I can do it. I hope I can.
Oh, definitely. You know, the key is to make sure you're consistent with your training. That's really the key. You can't cram in training for a marathon. No. It's not a good idea.
And also I found knowing what to eat along the run, like some of my friends weren't eating as much as I needed to eat, so I kind of had to go with what worked for me. I went from goos and stuff back to regular food. And that seemed to help me better. And also, there's a lot of sugar that's lost, so I have to constantly be thinking about that. Like I went back to Gatorade, went to shot blocks, more shot blocks than what some of my friends were doing.
And there's going to be 2 points on the race where they're going to be handing out the shot blocks, 2 different miles.
That's good.
Yeah, so again, you bring up a good point. It's really trying to figure out what works best for you.
Yeah.
You know, goos don't work for everybody. You know, whole food doesn't work for everybody. It's all about practice. You know, get out there and try something.
We went to boiled salted potatoes, and that seemed to work.
Oh, nice.
And pretzels, and a lot of stuff with salt. And some of the girls had salt tablets. I didn't take that, but some of them did. So we all made it though in our marathon training. All 24 of us finished 2 years ago when we did one. So
what was the marathon that you
did? We did Mountains to the Beach. Started in Ojai and ended in Ventura.
Oh, in Hawaii? Ojai, okay.
Yeah, in Ojai to Ventura. So that was cool.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how you guys train. Like, I understand that you guys do interval training a lot.
We have a coach who was actually my son's high school coach, who now is a women's running coach. And I started with her as being a walker. My first half marathon, I signed up and walked the whole thing. And I noticed when I did that there were a lot of people that weren't running the whole time. You know, and I thought when you went to a race, you ran the whole time.
Yeah, but he brings up a great point, because I think a lot of people get a little bit scared about the idea of running for a full 26 miles, and that's simply not the case. That doesn't have to be your goal, and it sounds like you guys have a training program.
We do. So some of us do interval training through a beeper system.
And what does that mean exactly?
It's the Jeff Galloway method, and what he does is he has you set your interval of run, walk to whatever you want. And you do that throughout the course. And the goal is to save your energy and be strong at the end. When you feel at mile 24, like you can run it in, you'll be ready to throw that beeper away, toss it out into the ocean, and run to your finish line. And that's exactly what we did.
And this is awesome right now, because we're just steadily running downhill. This is feeling great. You're going to feel so great right here, because
you know
you can smell the finish line at this point.
And you know, you might have to dig deep and find something. Sometimes visuals work for me. Like I usually carry a little note card in my pocket with each mile and who I dedicate that mile to.
Oh, beautiful.
So by the time you get to mile 24, 25, 26, those are the valuable people in your life. And when it gets hard, I just think about those people, and it seems to make the pain go away.
Oh, wonderful. And I understand that some of those special people probably your family members.
Yes, definitely.
Because you are a running family.
Yes, definitely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
My family members who are very important to me. My parents who are big athletes, well into their 80s. So,
oh wow, the 80s.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I try to be strong.
And
sometimes because I'm a nurse, I think about people who aren't as blessed as I am and maybe have some kind of problem that they're trying to get over. And I always think their life is so much worse than mine.
Right.
And I can certainly run a marathon if I think their life is so much harder. So I don't know,
How do you, who are some of those family members you run with? Like your husband, you said?
My husband is a big runner. My son lives in London now, but he still runs over in London. He was a high school runner. My daughter, I talk her into some of the runs with us. She especially likes Nike because she wants that Tiffany medal at the end. So she's run 3 or 4 Nike runs, and she's not really a runner, but she wants that medal. So. So we've had fun together as a family.
Beautiful. You guys did travel to the races and everything.
Yeah, we're going to Phoenix for the Pat Tillman run in April. We did it last year as a family. We had a great time. We're going to do it again. And that's a fundraiser for scholarships for kids all over. And it's a huge 40,000 people run, 4.2 miles.
That's even bigger than LA Marathon.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive though. And the money goes to scholarships. So I like that feeling. And the pace runners in each corral is one of the scholarship winners.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see what school they went to and what they did with their money. So it's really cool.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming out and running with me today. I'm glad that you got to see mile 24 of the course, and looking forward to seeing you out there next year running the LA Marathon.
Gosh, you made every mile sparkle in LA, and I wish those runners good luck. I know you're going to have a great time. And be safe, drink a lot of water, Gatorade, whatever your drink is.
And stop by mile 18 if you run out of something, because it sounds like they're going to have everything you might need at Moms in Motion. Well, if you have, tomorrow we're going to run mile 25. So if you have any questions between now and then, please tweet me at GreenRunnerLA or email me at greenrunnerla.com. And until then, keep running, everybody.
Bye. Have a good time.